Very good morning, dear viewers. Welcome to today's episode of The Goose, where we cover the most pertinent issues dogging Singapore's environmental movement. Unlike our sister production, The News, we cover the real thing. Without needing further introduction, my name is Sir Sustainability, and in today's episode, we'll be diving straight into the heartlands of Singapore, interviewing our unsuspecting guests. About what? Today's topic will be about the practice of 3 Rs in Singapore, which is extremely important. So please do not switch your channels and keep your eyes peeled on this channel. In today's edition, we have a very special guest with us. She's the head of NEA, the head of PUB, and even some say the head of PAP.
Actually, I'm just an intern. Actually, don't worry, I'm actually a representative of NEA, and I'm here to provide more insights on exploring the 3 Rs in Singapore.
That's great. Michelle here will tag along with us with our interviews in the neighborhood.
Okay, I'm excited. Let's get started.
Alright guys, we're in Sembawang and we are prowling along the streets. Hey look! Hey look! So do you watch The Goose?
No, I don't. My wife don't actually let me watch much TV.
Oh, that's pretty sad. That's alright. In The Goose, we're actually exploring the practice of 3 Rs in Singaporeans. So can you tell me, do you actually practice any of the 3 Rs?
Yes, definitely. So if you see the water that I'm actually using, all this water is all actually reused water. So after I wash my vegetables, then I collect the unused water, I use them to water my plants.
Wow, that's amazing. Can you tell me if you do any more of the reducing and the recycling parts?
Yes, definitely. Let me show you how.
Wow, what a nice place.
Yes, thanks. So as you can see, those LED lights, they're actually very energy efficient. So even though the initial cost may be very expensive, but in the long run, it definitely helps us to save on our electricity bills. And on top of that, we can save the environment too.
Interesting. What a very heartening start meeting that wonderful gentleman just now, right Michelle?
Yep, indeed. Did you know that over 150 liters of water is used per day by Singaporeans? And this water can actually be reduced simply by reusing or recycling the water as shown by the gentleman. Actually, you can also fix free water nozzles supplied by PUB, which could actually regulate your tap and shower heads. This could actually reduce by your water utilities by so much and help the world.
Excellent. Thank you. Alright guys, we're at the epicenter of the food scene, Choa Chu Kang Food Market. Hey look! Hey, sorry auntie.
Hey, yeah.
You watch The Goose?
What's that?
Never mind, do you practice 3 Rs?
Yeah lah, auntie got reduce, recycle one.
I see, can I take a look at what you bought?
Yeah, I buy curry rice for my son lah.
Sorry, can I show you the camera? Hey guys,
Huh?
take a look. Ketchup, fork, spoon, knife. 3 cents.
Aiyo, don't say auntie like that leh. Auntie paiseh lah.
Sorry, auntie, why do you need to bring so many chopsticks and fork and spoon back to your house and all the 10 packets of ketchup?
See ketchup right, can stock one, stock up lah, right or not? We can never run out of ketchup one at home, and ketchup very important, my son like, And then you see this kind of plastic fork and spoon, right? Very, very easy, right? You know why? Because you eat already, you use all, you just throw away. Don't need to wash on it. Washing very mafan one, or not? That's why.
Oh guys, this auntie is really good at arguing. Back to you guys.
Hey, who are you?
I am Sustainability. So, what's frustrating you today?
Being an accountant, life is hard. There's a lot of work to do.
I see that you have a lot of the pile of trash around here. So, have you heard about 3 Rs?
Yeah, it's a brilliant concept, but it doesn't end up in my income statement. So, why care about it? Oh.
Ah, shit. Oh man, I see that you only use one side of the paper. What's wrong with the other perfectly fine side?
Well, paper is free here. And we're kind of busy here. Maybe we'll only care about that after we're done with balancing our balance sheet.
The office in dire status. So Michelle, after you heard from the accountant, not the one in the movies, what do you think about his actions?
Well, we know for sure that 51% of Singaporeans actually recycle paper, but this is very little considering that this emphasis has been placed since everyone was in school. And we must recycle paper especially because they come from trees, and this means that we might eventually run out of natural resources. So what he could have done was to use both sides of the recycle of the paper, and after which, once he's done with the paper, he can actually send it to recycling bins to be further recycled.
Very interesting. Now we're at Choa Chu Kang Supermarket, Prime Supermarket. Now let's go in and take a closer look at how consumers are practicing 3 Rs in Singapore.
Hey you! Hey, you're so sustainability there!
Right, that's me.
Wow, see you again today, so chiao.
Yeah, what do you buy?
I buy 2 bottles of green tea for my son. My son also like green tea.
Oh, I see, can I see?
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness, why do you need 2 plastic bags or 2 green tea bottles? Why don't you just put them in 1 plastic bag? I see you have a school bag with you.
Aya,
backpack. Why don't you take your backpack?
plastic bag you can go home right, and then I used to throw rubbish there. Convenient ma. So take home the better leh. Free one no?
You understand? So Michelle, what do you think about the actions of the auntie in red?
But actually such actions are very common in Singapore. As you can see, only 11% of Singaporeans actually recycle plastic. But recycling plastic is very important because during the production of plastic, there is a lot of environmental impacts because of the use of large quantities of fossil fuel. Furthermore, plastics are highly non-biodegradable, which means that it takes a long time for it to break down.
See, plastic is indeed very detrimental to our environment. However, another pressing issue is on food wastage. The auntie took 10 packets of ketchup, definitely more than what her son can eat. Singaporeans actually waste around 700,000 tons of food every year. That works out to be 140 kg per person. And this is some really sobering facts. Back to you.
Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on one horse open sleigh.
Hey! Good morning everyone! Today we have a very special guest with us. We flew in first class all the way from the North Pole to Singapore, and he is none other than...
Hi, I'm Olaf, and I give warm hugs.
Hey! Hi Olaf, how has Singapore been treating you?
It's really hot here. Olaf is sweating just by standing here.
Oh man, brother, let me help you out. Alright.
That's better, but saving the environment is worth melting for.
Oh, amazing! So Olaf, can you tell us more about your amazing novel ideas that you are actually practicing for the 3 Rs in all the way and back at the North Pole, and how you can actually implement these ideas into Singapore?
Well, in the North Pole, for once, we recycle everything. So, for example, if you have toys that you do not want, we give it to Santa and he gives it to the needy kids. But in Singapore, perhaps you can make use of Carousel to sell your old textbooks, or perhaps cash converters where you can sell your old aircon for cash. And secondly, in the North Pole, we make use of creativity to bring new life into old stuff. So, just like Olaf, I'm 99% water and 1% carrot. But in Singapore, perhaps since people are musically inclined, you can make use of your old piano case to make them into new bookshelves. Or perhaps you can use your old luggage bags to make a bed for your pets. Or perhaps you can even make use of bottles to make them into hangers to hang your stuff. But of course, these are just some of the many examples they can use. And thirdly, perhaps you can even make use of technology. So for example, in Singapore, you guys have the ENV app by NEA, where there's actually information about there's actually recycling information, or perhaps even location of the nearest recycling bin. This actually enables you to have information at your fingertips, where you can actually better help to protect the environment.
Wow, Olaf, all those innovative and novel ideas, I didn't know you have them. Thank you so much for your time. So is Santa coming to get you?
Huh?
Nah, I'm just kidding. Enjoy your flight back to the North Pole, pal. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of The Goose. The environment is in dire status, and we need every Singaporean to play their part to reduce, reuse, and recycle. I am Sustainability, and I'll see you next week.